Okay, well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to 2023, and welcome to our first Zoom meeting for the EClub, Rotary EClub of Southeast USA and Caribbean in the calendar year. I'm excited that we have a wonderful speaker. Thank you to our vocational service chairperson for the club, Andy Hammond. And as you know, this month for Rotary is Vocational Service Month. That's January. So I'm going to go ahead with little ado and go ahead and hand the meeting right to Andy Hammond so he could introduce our speaker.
Well, thanks, President Alicia. I first learned of SCORE a few years ago at a makeup Rotary meeting. And so thinking of something that might be appropriate for Vocational Service Month, that came to mind. And I was able to contact Jim through SCORE's website. He's a native of Fort Worth, graduate of TCU and with a degree in government. We just learned that he was a Rotarian in Fort Worth, so he knows a little bit about us. He's had wide and varied experience, including as a consultant, as an officer and administrator for the Fort Worth Police Department. He has been an employee representative to the Texas Workers' Compensation Medical Advisory Committee. He was appointed by Governor George W. Bush to the board of the State Office of Risk Management for the state of Texas. And then he served 19 years as risk manager for Justin Industries based in Fort Worth. In 2001, he founded Business Risk Solutions, a Florida-based risk management consulting firm. He's been a certified mentor with SCORE Nature Coast for the last 15 years. Served as vice chair and chapter chair. He's also serves as chair of the Citrus Business Alliance. So I think Jim's going to be telling us that SCORE is the nation's largest network of volunteer expert business mentors and is dedicated to helping businesses plan, launch, manage, and grow. So Jim, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Andy. It's a pleasure to be with you folks. And we always like to have the opportunity to talk about SCORE and tout our history and what we do for the community. SCORE used to be, the original tagline was, the acronym was Service Corps of Retired Executives. That's what SCORE came from. I think somewhere in Washington, there's a big building that's like the Department of Acronyms, and they figure out nice names for things, and that was how they came up with SCORE. We don't use that tagline anymore because we have a lot of mentors who are not retired. So we say SCORE for the life of your business, and that's kind of what we are. What we try to do is to help the small business community. If I can get this thing to advance again, there it is. Talk a little bit about SCORE and about our mission, our vision, where we are, things like that, what we do. The story of SCORE started back in 1964, and it was a resource partner to the U.S. Small Business Administration. At that time, everything was based out of DC, and it was there weren't chapters. It wasn't until the mid-70s that they started having volunteer chapters around the country. We now have over 300 chapters nationwide and over 10,000 volunteers. And the staff for SCORE National is fairly small for that size organization. I think it's only like 22 people up in Herndon, Virginia. That's kind of our administrative thing that takes care of things for us. Since then, we've helped over 11 million people in their pursuit of business. And our mission is to foster a vibrant small business communities through our mentoring and education programs. The vision is that every person has the support necessary to thrive as a small business owner. And one of our core values is that our client success is our success. Sometimes the best advice you can give somebody who comes in and wants to start a business is, you're really not ready. But what we try to do is not tell them that. We try to give them the information that lets them come to that conclusion, because we don't want people to get into business and fail. We want them to get into business and be successful. How do we do that? How do we go about the process? We provide free business advice and mentoring. In our chapter, everybody is a certified mentor. We have some subject matter experts, and I'll explain that a little bit later, that work in specific industries to help people. We offer a lot of low and no cost business training. Almost everything that we do is no cost. We don't charge for workshops or webinars. We do some in-person workshops, but mostly online webinars. Because of COVID, we kind of went that way, and it's kind of been so successful, it's going to be hard to go back, I guess. And then we have a lot of free business templates and resources available on a SCORE's website. It really is thousands of documents, from everything from how to develop a business plan all the way up to templates for the business plan, templates for financial documents, everything you can imagine to help a small business get ready. It's a tremendous free business library. This is possible because of our volunteers. We've got about 10,000 volunteers that are working directly with clients. And probably the best part about it is that within our chapter, we've got about 20 volunteers, which covers a pretty wide variety of careers and backgrounds. But let's say you have somebody who wants to start a trucking business. And in our chapter, maybe we don't have anybody with trucking experience. We can reach out through the SCORE network, and we can find certified mentors anywhere in the country that we can bring in as a co-mentor, doing either Zoom or telephone or email mentoring to help us if we have a client that's starting a business that we don't feel like we have the expertise. We can help them from the business side, but when it gets to the technical part of whatever that industry is they're getting into, we may need some more direct specialized assistance. And we can reach out through our network and find people of those 10,000, almost guarantee you we've got people with that experience. We want to, for those that are volunteers that have helped, just in the last year, SCORE National has helped create over 25,000 new businesses in the United States. They've created over 71,000 non-owner jobs, meaning those businesses hired people beyond just the owner, and a total of 96,000, almost 600 total jobs created just in the last year from people who joined through SCORE and started their business with our assistance. We're committed to helping every person succeed in their small business, and we're dedicated to serving the clients in diverse industries, whether they be entering brand new early stage businesses who, we have people that say, I want to start a business. I don't have any idea what to do. How do we go about that? And we can help them with their business plan. There's a lot of different ways to write a business plan. There's a lot of different purposes and reasons for your business plan. And we have a lot of experience in helping people with that. If you're going to get a business loan, you have to have a business plan, a formal business plan. We can help them with that structure, give them templates to do that. If you're not going to get a business loan, you still need a plan. It may not have to be a formal business plan, but you have to have a plan, because without a map, you can get anywhere you want to go because you don't know where that's going to be. And that business plan is your map that helps you know the direction you want to go. We work with startup businesses who are seeking to establish their business and manage their finances. One of the things that we do is help them with a break-even plan so that they understand, what does their revenue need to be to break even and be successful and be in business. We work with established businesses. In fact, in our chapter, about 54% of our clients in Citrus and Levy County are already in business when they come to us. They need assistance with their website, or they need assistance with social media marketing, or they need assistance understanding their finances. They need assistance with QuickBooks and accounting. Whatever that is, we've got people who can help them do that. And like I say, over half of our clients are already in business. And then we also help businesses that are transitioning. I had a local business just within about the last month ask me, can you help me if I decide to sell my business and get out of business? And the answer to that is yes, we can. So whether you're starting a business, you're selling a business, you're closing your business, you're transitioning to get out of business, we can help you with that. We've helped all those two categories or columns over there, every kind of business you can think of over the last few years. So how can we help you and help you learn about what our resources are? Well, you don't have to go it alone. We're part of your team. That's what we tell our clients, that we're here to be a part of your team to help you. We leverage our full range of services and resources to provide the best chance for that business success. Through our mentoring, we help minimize risk and provide improved chances for startup and success through one-on-one business coaching. We do a lot of co-mentoring where we may have one primary mentor, but we may bring in a couple of extra mentors to help with that client, especially if they have a particular need. We've got, for example, one of our guys is a retired banker. So if we've got a question about financing or loans or whatever, we can bring him in as a co-mentor just for that segment of what we're doing. And we've got clients that we've been working with for over 10 years. They've been in business, they're successful, but they still come back to us and say, well, I'm thinking about doing this, or I'm thinking about adding a second location, or I'm thinking about changing something. And we help them work through the SWOT analysis or whatever to make sure that they're making the right decisions. Workshops, I'll give you some numbers a little bit later on about the number of workshops and webinars that we do. We do both in-person workshops at our office or at the campus where we're located in Citrus County, and up in Levy County at the College of Central Florida. And we do mostly online webinars now. We've got a huge amount of online resources available at our website. If I can figure out how to do that, I may bring that up in a minute and show you how that works. But we're here for the life of your business, not just to get the doors open. But once you get the doors open, then you may need to have questions about other things that you want to consider or try or to do better. So we provide free advice. As long as you own the business, as long as you need us, we're going to be there for you. For our free mentoring, aspiring and existing entrepreneurs get free confidential business advice. And I want to stress the word confidential. We do an ethics pledge every year that we have to go through ethics training. And one of those is that everything we do with the client's confidential. We don't even tell other clients who our clients are. I had two clients in the same kind of business, and I thought it would be good for them to meet each other. So I got permission from one of them to give her information to another client. And that's the way we have to do things. We're very, very strict with the confidentiality of our clients. Every SCORE chapter offers expertise and face-to-face in a local office or online using email or video conferencing. We're fortunate here in Citrus County that the College of Central Florida provides our offices to us. But in addition to that, I've done a lot of mentoring sessions in coffee shops. We've got a facility in downtown Inverness in Citrus County called the Core Center. We use that facility a lot for mentoring sessions as well as meetings. So whether you're just starting out in business or ready to sell or retire, SCORE can help you, providing guidance and resources to help with your decisions. If you turn to SCORE for assistance, whether it be one question or 1,000 questions, we'll do our very best to find the right answer for you. We're here to help you succeed, and we're here for the life of your business. Some of the benefits of mentoring is it provides specific resources that you need through personalized one-on-one mentoring. Can avoid timely, costly mistakes by learning from someone who's been there and done that. And we often tell people, we don't want you to make the mistakes we made in business, and most of us have done that. And so we try to learn from that and pass that along. We want you to feel confident knowing that you have an experienced resource available for simple questions or more complicated strategy development. We have a team that does SWOT analysis for businesses, which is a very involved process. It takes 2 or 3 months of going through the business in great detail. SCORE is proven to help businesses start and to succeed. Small Business Administration has said that a client who receives 3+ hours of mentoring report higher revenues and increased business growth. We do a lot of local business workshops and events. In fact, we do surveys in the business community about what do you need? What kind of webinars and workshops do you need that would help you? And we try to tailor our needs, what we're doing to their needs. A facilitated event that's led by a SCORE volunteer, sometimes a national partner or a subject matter expert. They provide local business owners and future business owners with relevant business information. For example, we did a series on QuickBooks where we went every other week for about 8 weeks or 10 weeks. So we went a great deal of depth on in-person as well as online with QuickBooks. We record those in our chapter and put them on our YouTube page. We provide access to collective wisdom of entrepreneurs, offer perspectives from a variety of business owners. We like to help emerging firms overcome obstacles and seize the opportunities, and present an opportunity for attendees to grow their business network. Some of the tools for business success that are available 24/7 online through our website. We have a resource library that I mentioned earlier that is very, very extensive. We do live webinars that they'll run sometimes in the daytime, sometimes in the evening. We have recorded webinars that you can look at your convenience that are recorded and done by professionals from SCORE National as well as from throughout our network. There are blogs and articles that business experts write, and those are available on our website as well. A lot of data reports and infographics, templates, and things like that. And then our business newsletter. Just a few months ago, we launched Nature Coast Business News here in Citrus and Levy County, where we publish a once-a-month newsletter about business in Citrus and Levy County. We'll announce new business openings. We'll talk about things that are available through the SBA and things like that. It's just for businesses to help them know what's going on in our business community in Citrus and Levy County. About our chapter, Nature Coast, Florida. When I first joined, we just served Citrus County. We were SCORE Citrus County. About 5 years ago, we found that nobody was serving Levy County, even though it was assigned a Gainesville chapter. They weren't really doing anything with it. So I asked for permission to expand up there into Levy County because it touches Citrus County on the north side, and we've grown up there. In Florida, there are currently 19 chapters serving in Florida. The North Florida District, which is the district we're in, covers everything from Orlando all the way to the Florida border on the north. Our chapter, our district, has held over 1,300 online webinars in the last year, which is a 159% increase over the year before. We've had over 18,500 people participate in our webinars in our district, which is a 70% increase over the year before. And our district, the North Florida District, is the leading district in the nation for SCORE for webinar attendance and participation. They're working to expand into the Florida Panhandle right now. We're not there yet. We're looking and talking to some people up in the Panama City area all the way over to Pensacola, because we don't have a chapter up there serving those businesses. We do help them online and through telephone, but we don't have a chapter up there. Our chapter, our website is SCORE, and this has just been changed, score.org/NatureCoastFL. We've got 20 certified mentors. Our offices are located at the College of Central Florida here in Citrus County, as well as their new campus up in Levy County. We've got, in addition to among our mentors, we've got a few what we call subject matter experts, where they don't take general clients for mentoring, but they co-mentor if we have a need. We just added a guy with extensive food service experience. We have a CPA that can help on accounting and QuickBooks issues. We've got a man who has a great deal of experience in intellectual properties, patents, and stuff like that. So if somebody needs some assistance with that, we bring him in just for that purpose. In fiscal year 2022, our chapter hosted 140 online webinars, which was an 806% increase over the previous year. We had over 550 people participate in those webinars, which was a 146% increase over the previous year. We served 168 new clients in Citrus and Levy County, brand new clients. Again, over half of those are already in business. And we continue to serve many long-term clients. Well, like I say, we've got clients we've been working with for over 10 years that I know of, because I've been with the chapter for 15 years. You know, in addition to letting you know what we do for clients, we're also always recruiting. So maybe you would consider volunteering and helping us to make a difference. Even if you're not in Citrus and Levy County, there's 19 chapters in Florida, and wherever you are, we've got a chapter that could use your help and your expertise. As a SCORE volunteer, you can provide video, email, telephone, or online chat mentoring. You don't even have to leave your house. You can lead local or national workshops. You can become a leader in what chapter organization, or you can serve the chapter in a support role, administrative role, or something like that. I tell people that one of the best things about being a SCORE volunteer is that you get to set your own schedule. It's not like being a volunteer at the library or the hospital or someplace where you have to be there, you know, a certain number of hours every week, or a certain number of, a certain day of the week or something like that. If you have something that you do, whether it be going fishing or playing golf or whatever it is, that you can't do something on a certain day, you just don't set any appointments on that day. You set your own schedule and you set your own time. I used to tell my chapter members that I have this big piggy bank on my desk, and they get to put in that piggy bank how many volunteer hours they're willing to donate to SCORE. And my job is to help us use those donated hours effectively and efficiently and get the best return on it. You get to decide how much that you want to do and so forth. And of our 20 volunteers, I think 7 of them are working. Some are working full time. So obviously during their working hours, they don't have assignments, they don't take clients, but they can work with them by telephone, or they can work with them in the evening or whatever. Some of the benefits of volunteering is, you know, you become a recognized leader in your local business community. As he mentioned, I'm the president of the Citrus Business Alliance, which is a combination of the Chambers of Commerce, the Economic Development Authority, the city managers, those other people that are stakeholders in economic development. And I wouldn't be in that role if I hadn't been very actively involved in SCORE. It's a feel good to knowing that you helped someone achieve their goals. Sometimes we say that we help people bring their dreams to reality, but sometimes we bring reality to their dreams by helping them to understand, you know, what the break-even issues are and what they have to do to be successful in business. You make a lot of new friends and network with SCORE volunteers and business leaders in the area, and you grow personally and professionally because, you know, we don't want our brains to atrophy. We want to stay busy and stay active and continue to learn. The volunteer roles that we have, a mentor is you have to go through a little bit of online training, takes about 4 or 5 hours, maybe not that long, probably about 3.5 hours to do all your online training to be a certified mentor, to work with clients. Then you would do about 3 co-mentoring sessions with another mentor before you get assigned your own clients. We, in our chapter, we've got about 20 mentors total. We get about 14 to 15 new clients a month is what our average is, which is very low. A lot of the other chapters get multiple times more than that. We have subject matter experts, which I mentioned earlier, that if you say, well, I don't want to be a general mentor, but I've got expertise in a certain industry that I was in for many years, you can volunteer to be a subject matter expert. We have people who are just workshop facilitators. They just present workshops and they've got a certain area of expertise, whether it be marketing or QuickBooks or whatever. We always need chapter support people to help us with public relations and scheduling and the administrative side. And there's always opportunities for leadership. We need people who are willing to take a leadership role and help us define the direction that we want our chapter to go and help us get the most effective use out of those volunteer hours that our volunteers give to us. Every year we have to do an ethics program in order to serve our clients. Number one rule is you can't make any money. We have people sometimes who come to us and want to be a mentor or be a SCORE volunteer because they want to network and sell their business, sell their services, if you will. We had one gentleman who was a business broker. He helps people buy and sell businesses. Well, he was hoping to be able to take some of our clients as clients of his. We can't do that. You're not allowed to do anything that you get paid for you can't serve on a board of a for-profit business, for example. Volunteers may not use our client or member database for commercial reasons. You have to commit to training around your specific volunteer role, learn about SCORE's policies and best practices, and enhance your knowledge and skills to help in our lifelong learning and educational offerings. So you can get started today. You can go to score.org or to our specific website, SCORE Nature Coast FL, and click on Become a Volunteer. You can call our office at 352-249-1236. Even if you're not in our area, we can help you get into the process and become a SCORE volunteer. We always have to say, because we are a partner with the SBA, we are a resource partner to the SBA. We are funded partially by them. The money actually comes out of Congress, not out of the SBA budget, and it goes to SCORE National, and we get a small allocation to our chapter to help us with our expenses. We are very, very fortunate in Nature Coast that the College of Central Florida is so good to us that we don't have to pay rent for offices and those kinds of things. I think our total expense for that is $14 a month for telephone. So we're very fortunate. Some of the other chapters have to do a lot of fundraising to help do that. So let me see if I can switch over to our website. Let me see if I can do screen share. Am I still? Show if I can. There it is. Yeah, this is our brand new website. This came up first about a week ago, actually, that SCORE National provides. We're going to change the picture because it's probably Miami, and we don't have any buildings like that in Citrus County, I can assure you. Tallest building in our whole county is probably 4 stories, and that's a hospital. But if you see at the top up there, the view by business stage, if you're a startup business, you can click on that and it takes you to templates and information for that. If you want to find a mentor, click on that, tells you how it works. If you want business training, there's a whole list of the hundreds of recorded webinars and online webinars that we do. Or if you want to volunteer, it's how to become a volunteer and how to become a mentor. Obviously I'm very proud of SCORE. I'm very proud to have been a part of this chapter for 15 years. And we've got some great people. We made a lot of good friends. So with that, I'm going to stop. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have about SCORE.
Jim, I've got a quick one, and you may have already answered this question. Is SCORE nationwide throughout the country?
Yes, it is. We have over 300 chapters nationwide in the U.S. and Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, that's great. I'm just surprised I haven't heard of the organization when I was in various businesses, but it's certainly a great asset.
One of our volunteers owns a couple of furniture stores up in Georgia and has joined us as a volunteer, and he's owned the business for many years. And he says, I wish I had known a long time ago when I was getting my business going. And in fact, his daughter's running the businesses now and in Georgia for the most part. And he sends her stuff about our webinars and stuff. You ought to take this one. You ought to look at this one. So it's a lot of fun to have those kind of things happen.
Jim, I did have a question, and then as it turned out, one of your slides answered that. I was curious whether you were providing support to small farmers, for example, and I see you did list agriculture, farming, and ranching as businesses that you support. So I was glad to see that. Also, I just wanted to say that was an excellent program, and I appreciate the information you gave us. And it, as Will just mentioned, there's probably times when folks had wished they'd known about SCORE a long time ago.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, we would love to work with any, and we often get, for some reason, we'll get a client referral that's in another area. And we reach out to that chapter, transfer that person to them, make sure that they get what they need. And if for some reason it doesn't work, we'll take them on as an online client. We actually we don't poach clients from other areas, but we do serve some clients from other areas. I guess the best way to put that.
Great. Well, thank you very much. Any other questions or comments?
Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure to be with you guys. And like I say, I used to be a Rotarian in Fort Worth, Texas, and so I know about the organization. Back then, we had a certain number of, we had to attend a certain number of meetings. You couldn't miss meetings, or you had to make them up. So I don't think they do that so much anymore.
Well, a lot of Rotarians actually do their makeups online with our club. This is a relatively small turnout for our meetings. It is the 2nd of January. People are getting back, I'm sure, from vacations. But I wanted to let you know that this meeting is being recorded. It will go on our weekly meeting thread that we have online on our website. And I do also post our meeting recordings on our Facebook page for those of us who follow us on Facebook. And we generally get quite a bit of a positive response out of that. So
well, thank you very much, and the best to everybody, and a happy new year. And if there's anything we can do to help you out, you know how to reach out to us.
it's a great program.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. Great
Thank
job.
you.
All right. Well, if there is anything else, we could have a short BOD meeting. I do not have an agenda. But if there's anything that the board members online or any other members want to talk about real quick, we've got some time. If not, just to let you know that next month's meeting, we should have Zoom meeting. We should have online with us the president of the Rotary Club in Poland that is using the funds that we are raising from our t-shirt sales. He should be online. Yes, thank you.
Very
Thank
nice.
you, Andy Hammond. But anyway, it's going to be like 1 or 2 in the morning for him. That's fine. He just wants to thank us, get the word out a little bit more, and give us a little bit more update on how they're able to use the funds that we're sending over. So,
Alicia?
Yes.
Hi, Happy New Year to you and
Happy
Will and everybody. I just wanted to, the one I put up on LinkedIn got several thousand hits, and with Will's beautiful pictures. So I put all the information. I'm hoping that we got t-shirts from it, because I checked recently. I'm thinking about 6,000 or 7,000 hits on my end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up real quick on Dagger Graphics.
So hopefully that helped a lot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see real quick if I can pull up what we have sold so far, what we're sending over. Almost $1,000 we've
Okay,
raised with the t-shirt sales.
good.
So that's, yeah. would like to do more. I think we're gonna go ahead and try to get an extension for the sales amount of time that we can sell the t-shirts. But especially we've got the president of the Rotary Club in Poland speaking next month, and that will make a big push. And like I said, I also have it on promoting the sale on the district calendar. It shows up every Monday for the next month. So
Good.
we got that going. So I appreciate all your help. This is one of the first for this club to get a fundraiser going, and to have it international like this is it's pretty darn cool. And we've got somebody now in our club that knows how to go through all the rings and the ropes and everything else that comes along with trying to get a Rotary Club fundraiser going. So that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we do have district training. PEX 1 is January 14th. Will and I will have my son and his fiance, my son Hudson and his fiance Michaela down here on the 13th. So we will not be attending. Vince, if you'd like to make the trip up and go to PEX 1, you've got a place to stay. Otherwise, I think you pretty much know what's going on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I responded to Malona in her email. That's my daughter's baby shower.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that's why we're part of an E-Club, is because it's always
Yeah.
something, it's always something else. So well, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's time. And Andrew and Mr. Bernstein, good job with finally getting our LinkedIn account going.
We got it,
strong.
and I'm gonna start doing more work on it, but at least it's up there, and
up.
it's already got some hits, so we'll just get more content on it. But
You know,
we're
it's,
getting there.
yeah, I mean, getting it going, that's the first big step. So we can go from there. So awesome.
Okay.
All right. So, well, thanks, guys.
Thank
See
you. Happy New Year.
you. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, same
And
here.
we'll see you in
Okay,
February. And then
Right.
online.
Okay.
All right. Have a
Bye-bye.
good evening.
good night.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.